Thanks for stopping by. Today I thought what I would do is do an upcycle video. If you recall, I did obtain this bracelet in a jewelry bag I purchased off Facebook Marketplace. And the problem with the bracelet was that it didn't fit around my wrist all the way because the pieces back here were missing. So what I thought we'd do today is upcycle an old Joan Rivers chain that was part of a necklace that had some broken pieces. I salvaged this. I've since taken it apart, and you can see up here I've opened pieces of that necklace already, and we're going to do what's kind of like chainmail, where we're connecting the links together to make that band so that it'll fit around the wrist. If you notice, I do have some jump rings here. They're a little bit lighter than the metal, but I thought it was okay because if you look here, you can see there are some shiny bits to this bracelet, and you're not really going to see those pieces because they're going to be underneath. So I thought it would be okay. So let's go ahead and get started and start attaching these pieces of the old necklace to this bracelet. We're going to do it horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical to create a nice pattern. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take my first little loop here. Not sure if you can see it. We're just going to attach it here. I might have to open it a little bit. Looks like it's okay. I'm going to take my other bent nose pliers and just bring that back in together till the points meet. So we have our first piece. The bracelet's not that heavy, so I'm really comfortable using these little pieces that aren't really heavy. We're going to put that one on now. I like to flip this around and use the flat end. It makes it easier. So now we've got two pieces attached to this jump ring here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go in the opposite direction and take, again, another one of these. And we're just going to feed it through so it goes in the vertical direction. Sometimes you got to work with it a little. I think I might need to pull this apart just a little. Remember, always pulling away from each other, not separating. So then we can feed that through there. We're feeding it through both of the pieces that we just connected. We're going to bend it back together, and you want to be careful not to bend it too much or pull too hard, because you could pull some of the paint off of the little rings. So then we're going to go again horizontal, and we're just going to do a pattern. And I think you'll see it as it starts to come to light, again with the two. Again, we're going to feed it through that vertical one. It's a really good example of how you can take old pieces of jewelry and turn them into something new. So now we're going to take another single piece and go vertically again, just tying those two pieces together that we just did. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if the focus is coming in or not. Okay, if you wanted to do bigger hoops or segments, you could, but I think this will be nice. It'll contrast with how big the front of the bracelet is. Again, we're going to take a single one, and we're going to do that horizontal again. And we'll do the same thing here. Careful not to go through the one we just put in. Bend it back together. And now what you would see is a pattern 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll just bring that up a little bit so that you can see that. Not sure if you can see that pattern there. Okay, that's what we built. Kind of neat. And you can make them really tight with more jump rings to give it more sturdiness. Now we're going to take this big one here and we're going to loop it through both of these as our attachment. And at the same time, we're going to put on our clasp, the original clasp, and we're going to put it so it's facing up. That way it will clasp and it'll be, you can use it a lot easier getting it to link on to the other jump ring we're going to put on the end. So now we've built the end of that bracelet. You can see right there. Okay, then let's do this side now. Again, we want to follow the pattern, so we're going to do 2. It's really, you can see I already laid out the pattern, right? Because if you've watched my other videos, you know sometimes I get lost and I forget where I am. I've just got to pinch this closed a little bit. It's a little bit too separated for my liking. Hi, I'm not sure what happened there, but my camera stopped working, so we're just going to continue. So let me bring in a little bit closer. Where we left off is we had added on 2 rings there, and we're just going to continue with our pattern. So now we're going to do our vertical. Yeah, I think I had too much stuff on my camera, on my phone, that there was no more space, so I had to delete a whole bunch of things. Take a lot of pictures of jewelry with my camera, so now we have that piece on, and we're just going to continue with this pattern. Adding now that horizontal. I messed up there. I missed a hoop. So let's go back and take this and make sure we feed it through both of them. By feeding it through both of them, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what's happening there. Feeding it through both of them, we get more of a stable connection. So let's do the other. Now that we've got that, we're going to do that other horizontal side again. Grab our next ring, add it through the vertical one. Careful not to link it through the one we already just put on, because we don't want that to happen. We want to create that double look, double effect, which we've done that now. And now we're going to take the vertical one again and feed it through both of these. And then we're down to our last 2, and you can see the pattern 2, 1, 2, 1. Then we'll have our 2, and we will have turned this bracelet that was non-functional into a working bracelet. Super excited to wear it. I think it's so beautiful. Even though it's not the original, I still think we saved it. So there we go. Now we're going to take our jump ring, the last piece, separate it apart. I'm going to add that on there. That's where our clasp is going to connect. I'm going to close it. a little bit off. I think I pulled it a little bit too far. Well, that's nice and tight. That's good. We won't see that come off. Now, let's try it. So we have our new links. Isn't that great? Same on this side. We're following the same pattern. Now we're going to see if it fits. Putting on bracelets is so painful. I think I put this on backwards. I put it on upside down. This piece right here. Here I was trying to be all smarty pants. Oh no, I didn't. It's right. It fits through this little hoop here. Don't fly away on me. Let's see if we can get it to go on. Oh my goodness, it's gonna jump away. Maybe that's why it's called a jump ring. All right. There we go. We've got that on. And we're just gonna clamp it. And I might even need to put an extra ring. I think I might need to put an extra ring just to give it a little bit more room. It's a little tight, but that's okay. We can do that. But I think you get the picture, right? We took an old necklace and we attached it to a bracelet that was broken. If you're interested, I'm just going to fix that right now. I think we'll be good if we add, because we want it to have the same pattern, I think we only need to add one piece, a single strand, because we have to do it to both sides. So that means we're going to get that little bit of extra length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 verticals because I'm not comfortable with it having only one because of the weight and the potential for pull. So we'll finish this off on both sides, doubling up this piece here. So essentially we'll have two doubles at the end, one horizontal, one vertical. And we could have done that throughout the whole piece, but we didn't. Okay, this has to face upward. So we've just extended it a little bit there. You can see the double there. Let's do the same to the other side, and that should give us the length we need for my chubby wrists, which are actually really thin. The rest of me is a little plump, but that's okay. We're working on that. Okay, let's connect this piece here. I'm just going a little quicker so that you guys aren't falling asleep on me. I hope you like this. I know it's not for everybody, but I thought I'd share with you. You know, I shared this bracelet before and what my plans were for it, so I thought you might be interested in seeing me upcycle it. Okay, so we have double there. Let's put our jump ring on where our clasp is going to connect. Sorry about that. And close it up. Let's try now. See if it's an easier access for us. Oh, much easier. And I did put the clasp on the wrong upside down, so we're definitely going to need to fix that. But did I? Maybe it was just how I was trying to put it on. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, for Pete's sake. Give me a second. Okay. I do have it. We're going to clamp it. There we go. Much better. Look at that. We fixed it. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. You know, I might even go so far as to make these doubled up just to where there's the single piece, just to make it a little more secure. But And how fantastic is that? We totally took an old bracelet that, someone didn't want because it just wasn't working, and we fixed it. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you get a chance to upcycle pieces. If you're not sure what to do with something and you need some ideas, message me. I like to help, and I'd like to think that I'm full of a lot of creative ideas, and there's no harm in trying something the first time. Thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by and watching this video. Until next time, take care of yourselves.